Despite everything we do to save elephants here, I see it as a holding action. What we're doing is giving some elephants another chance of life, so that hopefully when things improve for elephants worldwide, there'll still be some left.
And that was a clip from the documentary Gardeners of Eden, which takes viewers to the front lines of the illegal ivory trade in Africa, where every 15 minutes an elephant is killed for its ivory tusk. Here to tell us more is actress, philanthropist, and the film's producer, Kristin Davis. Kristin, welcome. It's so great to have you here.
Thanks, Tanya. Thanks for having me.
How did you first get involved in helping to save the African elephants?
Well, I had loved elephants forever, and then in 2009, I was in Kenya, and I happened to find an orphan baby elephant. And
You just came across it?
Well, it's not quite that easy. It was kind of an ordeal, but it was a particularly dry year. It was when the poaching crisis was just beginning again. It had ended, and then the illegal loopholes were being made use of by bad people, obviously. And we found this baby elephant. A Maasai elder came out, and I was with the conservation people, and he said, there's a baby elephant by herself. But she was terrified, so she kept running away from us. So for 2 days, we had to look for her. We were so nervous, and everyone in Kenya knows the Sheldrick Trust will take care of them. So they said, well, let's call them and ask them what to do when we find her, blah, blah, blah. So 2 days of like literally everyone in this area looking for this baby, and we did finally find her, and we called the keepers. They came
and delivered her to the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, which is also featured in the documentary.
Yes.
Tell us about the work they're doing. They're really on the front lines.
They are. They're fighting a war every day, basically, trying to protect the elephants from the poachers, also trying to raise the orphans left behind after their families have been killed by the poachers. Right now, I think we have something like 34 baby elephants in our nursery.
Do they then reintroduce?
We do.
Oh, that's great.
Dame Daphne Sheldrick has devoted her life to this. She personally figured out how to do this, how to raise a baby elephant, what to feed it. She believes they should be in the wild. It's the only place that they should live and that they can be happy. And we're very successful. We have about I think 170 we've re-released into the wild.
Fantastic.
And they're now having well-born babies with wild elephants, which is pretty exciting.
What is the state of the poaching situation right now in Africa?
It's bad.
It's bad. I was shocked to read the materials you guys set over that in the U.S. we are the second largest after China, second largest market for illegal ivory.
Correct.
That's terrible.
It is really sad, and I think most people don't know, and that's part of why I made the documentary, was to tell people, because I think it's easier to point the finger at other cultures and say that it's their fault, but you know, we're complicit, unfortunately.
Yes.
And luckily, New York and New Jersey have both banned ivory. They have their own state ban. The administration is trying to do a countrywide ban. They're getting a lot of pushback from the NRA, unfortunately, and the antique dealers. And the problem with the antique dealers is that they think it's old, they might believe it's old, but it might be new because they can dye it to make it look old, and that's how the illegal
Oh, that's
loopholes.
good to know. So you should just never buy any ivory at all, even if you're told that this is,
Absolutely.
And before we go, do you have any acting projects you want to tell us about? Or is this taking
It's
all of your time?
all the time right now, which is fine because they mean so much to me.
Absolutely.
I have a project I am thinking of doing. I'm not sure if I'll do it yet, but it has to be really good to get my attention at this point away from my child and the elephants.
Well, thank you so much for all the great
you.
work that you're doing. Keep up the good fight.
Thank you so
Kristin
much.
Davis.